have a K2 crime alert tonight that even police haven't quite figured out. It's a story you saw first on K2. An unruly group of teenagers attacked random people on Friday night in southeast Portland. Witnesses saw a mob of 60, 70, even 100 teens. So far, no arrests, though. K2's Dan Casuto spent all day tracking down witnesses, and you've been digging up information that apparently police don't even know about yet, Dan?
That's right, Steve. Good evening to you. Some of the witnesses told me that it looked like a marching band was coming through, almost like high school just let out, like a parade. Most of those violent attacks happened on Southeast 72nd Avenue, and it might have looked like they were high school. They were about that age, but this was no field trip. A surveillance camera caught some of the only video of that wild Friday night in southeast Portland. These teens might be loitering near 72nd and Flavel, but it's nothing like what the victims saw.
Like if high school let out, that's what it looked like.
Around 10:30, when Mike Kraxberger took a breath of fresh air, Flavel Street looked more like a marching band was tearing through.
I was just curious and watching people walk by. I mean, where are all these people coming from?
They were coming from an out-of-control party in La Hacienda Apartments, thrown by a 15-year-old girl. Two of those teens walked up to Mike.
And then that's when he hit me.
Got you right in the eye.
Yeah, and then I fell, and then I grabbed the tree, and then he hit me again. Oh, you know, you're kind of like stunned, and you're not quite sure what was happening, so then I ran.
You want to say that, you know, it doesn't happen in your neighborhood, and you got to be wiser than that. I'm kind of upset with myself allowing them to circle me like that.
A few blocks away, Ron King also got hit, a sucker punch to the mouth.
I've been tossing around carrying a concealed weapons permit or getting one, and I think I'm going to.
He ran inside this market, called 911, and then looked behind him.
I was looking out the windows and seeing that a car was getting a window bashed in. A guy on a bicycle got punched with his girlfriend.
Yeah, he hit me pretty hard.
If that tree weren't there, it sounds like you would have hit the ground.
I would have hit the ground, and then that would have been really scary. Both Ron and Mike had to go get emergency medical treatment on Friday night. They're going to be okay. I spoke to the woman who organized and threw this party. She says police interviewed her on Friday night, and she claims that she told them everything that she knows. Nobody else we met, though, has heard anything more from police since then, even though there have been some police reports filed. We do know that most of the teens who were at this party found out about it on Facebook, and so Facebook may also be how police could possibly track some of them down to look for some clues. We are going to, of course, keep you updated and keep following this very closely. Dan Casuto, K2 News.
We will stay right on top of that story, Dan. Thank you. And we learned about this story through a news tip. If there's something you feel we should know about, email us at newstips@katu.com.